Welcome. This is the first proper Wellonomics podcast. One of our KWIs, our key wellbeing indicators, is nutrition. Nutrition, I think, is one of the most misunderstood, misguided subjects out there. It's why we measure it at Wellonomics.
You know, the old expression, you are what you eat. And the human diet has changed so dramatically in the blink of an eye in evolutionary terms.
Do we get too busy that we don't connect the dots, or are we not educated enough, or have we overcomplicated nutrition?
I think people overcomplicate it.
And I think the stress that people are under, they make bad choices as well.
Ultra-processed foods have crept into they've leapt into the human diet.
Have we set ourselves up to fail?
It's all been made far too easy. That's the problem. That has been the cause behind the obesity epidemic in the Western world.
Should we be banning ultra-processed foods at work?
It's that you can't enforce change on someone and they've got to be wanting to accept it.
Ultra-processed foods might go the way of smoking at some point.
More of a kind of a policy shift higher up.
Type 2 diabetes, types of cancer, early mortality, all these things that are linked to poor nutrition. Why would we not take that seriously? Is it a workplace responsibility?
I think that's something from an organisational point of view that we're not quite there yet. We'll put free fruit in the office on a Friday and that ticks the nutrition box.
Everyone's always looking for a quick fix.
It's never in isolation about the workload. It's always different pillars underneath that.
Physical well-being drives better mental well-being, drives better work well-being.
You know, we know that happier employees do work more productively.
Most of the meetings that you have, I'm sure, or that happen within workplaces are coffee meetings.
Yeah, caffeine's a bit like a loan shark. You know, it'll lend you energy, but it'll want it back in spades.
100 people in your workforce and they're all nutritionally fueling themselves and got peaks and troughs, and you might have a meeting with somebody that's in a trough while someone's in a peak. Well, that's a pretty interesting meeting, I could tell you.
Bigger corporations, a definite lunchtime, that doesn't really happen anymore. I don't think there's as much emphasis on breaks as there ever was.
Balance has just disappeared then, has it not?
In some respects, yes.
I mean, 2019 there was a TUC study, and we're doing sort of an average of 42 hours per week.
Planning your time, and setting those boundaries to say, actually, I will make sure I have breakfast and lunch and dinner.
What we're really talking about there is consistency. But in terms of nutrition versus exercise,
there is an old adage: you cannot out-trade a bad diet.
Correct.
Fed back that they've definitely seen a lot more productivity out of people.
So it's kind of a win-win.
And I think absolutely it does come down to education, which is why I love all the stuff that you do, Harry, because it's simple and it's easy to understand.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in education through participation.
It's just, well, I'm trying to stop myself, but it changed my life because it made me stop. The lines are quite blurred now, I think, between whose responsibility is what. Nutritionally, we could be doing better things to bring people together with better outcomes.
If it's got more than 5 ingredients in, if there's an ingredient in there that you can't pronounce or you don't understand, you don't recognise, avoid it. Just eat real food.
Hybrid working if you're at home, is that not manageable?
One of the bits of advice is do not buy anything your great-grandmother wouldn't recognise.
Thank you very much for your time, Laura, Cappindale and Harry Hewetson. Now I've got to find the off button somewhere.